Okay, first things first, let's just clarify, this is not a sponsored video. The platform is not paying me to promote them or anything like that. I'm doing this because I think this is absolutely brilliant and I thought you might want to know. When I did my US dividend stocks video, I had quite a few comments of people sort of being shocked when I mentioned the whole ethical investing and Coca-Cola being the world's biggest producer of plastic waste. And I do think ethical investing is a really popular topic at the moment. So when I heard about this app, I figured that it's a good thing to do a video about this and let you know that it exists. I personally currently hold 4 accounts, so I'm not going to be setting up an account here just yet. I am going to think about, you know, how to structure my investments, and when I bulk out the other ones, I probably will open an account here because I absolutely love the idea. I just don't want to dilute my portfolio any further than it already is. I know I said I'm a big fan of having multiple accounts, but at the moment I just want to bulk out the 4 that I have before adding another portfolio to it. So basically everything I'm going to tell you here is what I've researched and read, and hopefully it'll be really informative to you. And once I start using the app later down the line, I will obviously do more updates and stuff like that. But anyway, basically there is a new app called Tickr and it is purely focused on ethical investing. So if you want to make sure that every pound you invest goes into companies that are trying to save the world, basically, then this could be the app that you might want to consider. The way that it works is it gives you an option of 4 different portfolios, and those are climate change, equality, disruptive technology, and combination. So obviously the combination is the other 3 combined. And it gives you 3 different levels, so cautious, balanced, and adventurous. So that's basically your risk level, like how much risk you are willing to take with your investments. As far as I understand it, they do only invest in ETFs and bonds, but the ETFs are offered from really well-known companies such as iShares, and it just means that your portfolio will be diversified from the beginning. When I do open my accounts, I obviously won't have this as my main portfolio, but I do want a big chunk of my general investing to be in an ETF, so that doesn't really bother me. I'll go into each of the portfolios in a second just to let you know more about what each of them actually contains, but let's get all the other stuff out of the way first. So in terms of whether your money is safe with them, obviously they are a new kid on the block, so people will be concerned about your money safety. They use a custodian called Third Platform Services, and it basically means that your money is held in a separate account by that platform. They don't actually hold your money themselves, and on top of that, they are regulated by the Financial Conduct Authority through a company called Met Facilities LLP. So they are a representative of that company, and that's how they are regulated. Secondly, in terms of fees, they have only 1 fee that you would pay outside of the usual, you know, like ETF ongoing charges that you get on every platform. That's just the nature of the ETF. So they have one structure where you pay a monthly fee, but it is very low. So I'm having to record this as a voiceover because they've slightly changed things. So at the moment they are charging a flat £1 per month membership fee with the first 30 days free, and that's all you're going to do. And then if you have a balance over £3,000, you will pay an additional fee of 0.3% per annum. So you can see here, if you hold £2,000, you'll just pay £11 or 91p per month, or if you held £5,000, it will be 142 per month. I don't think this is the worst thing, but I do think it discourages people from holding large amounts on the platform. So I do hope that they change this as they make more money over time. But I do think that £1 a month is not a lot at all, considering that they are trying to do good as well. Talking of doing good, alongside actually only investing in ethical companies, they also offer a carbon offsetting service where you can also pay a subscription to offset your carbon emissions. It is one that you can cancel anytime, but I think it's a brilliant thing that they're offering. If you've been following me for a while, or you know me generally, you know that I'm all into the whole saving the world type stuff. So I'm a big fan of when companies offer stuff like this. So I know sometimes even if you book flights, you get the option of like, click here to add £1 to offset the carbon emissions and stuff like that. So I always choose that, and I think the fact that they are offering this is brilliant. The other amazing thing is that they also offer a roundup service. So, you know, like with places like Monzo, where you can round up your transactions and have them put into a savings pot, what they do is offer you the option of rounding up your transactions and putting them into an investment pot. Again, I think this is brilliant because it saves you having to think about putting money into investing. But my understanding, again from research, is that they don't do this automatically the way that platforms like Monzo do, where you pay £2.60 and £40 straight away gets taken off. I think what they do is they take it off at the end of the week or something, which again, not great. But they are a new platform, and there were always frustrations with new platforms, you know. Even places like Free Trade at the beginning, they didn't offer a lot of the features that they offer now. And talking of stuff like that, actually, one of the downsides that I've managed to find is the length of time it takes to top up and withdraw money. So it does seem like it can take up to 5 to 8 days to top up your account, and I think up to 14 or something to withdraw your money. So not ideal. I think this is the biggest downside that I've found. But again, going back to when Free Trade was quite new, if you remember that time, they actually didn't offer open banking either. You used to have to do a bank transfer, which would take a couple of days as well. So, you know, it's not the biggest downside to have, especially if it's something that they will work on in the future. If you do want to get £5 for signing up and trying the app, then the link is down below and you can let me know what you think. And yeah, let's look at the portfolios. So the first one they offer is climate change. So you can see here they say, by investing in climate change, your money will be going towards top companies solving global issues. Global water and clean energy are key sectors that are driving innovation towards a sustainable planet. So you can see here it's got global water and clean energy as the two kind of themes under the climate change banner. And it tells you what's in them. So in the global water one, these are the companies that are within it. So you can click into each of them and learn more about it. And it tells you which countries the companies are based in as well. And it tells you a little bit about what the theme is. So the global water theme tracks companies from around the world that help make our water cleaner and safer. Includes companies that are enabling people to transport, treat, test and efficiently use clean water worldwide. And then the clean energy one is companies that are addressing the growing needs for renewable energy around the world, leading us into a less carbon intensive future. So again, you can just sort of go in here and click on one of them. It tells you what they are, and you can then go and do your own research as well, just to make sure you are happy with them. Next, we've got the disruptive technology. So this is things like robotics, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and digitalization. Again, I'm not going to read through all of this. If you're interested, you can read it yourself, but you've got, you know, automation and robotics, cybersecurity and digitalization. So personally, this isn't probably one that I would pick, because although I see the benefits of this, it's not something that's at the forefront for me in terms of ethical investments. I think for me, it's definitely the climate change parts. And then finally, we've got equality. So this is all about, you know, the aging population, diversity and inclusion, and gender equality. So again, if these are things that are important to you, then this invests into companies that have this at the forefront of their missions. Finally, in terms of the kinds of accounts they offer, they do currently offer just a general investment account and an ISA, but they do plan to introduce things like junior ISAs, lifetime ISAs, and self-invested pension plans, which I would be really interested in. And I think that might be the point in which I actually start investing with them myself, because I really want to look at the self-invested pension plans. So I will be keeping a close eye to figure out when they do that. Hopefully this has been useful and you've learned something new. And again, I'm not getting paid for this video or anything like that. I will make a small amount on the app through the referral scheme if you do try it out, but I just figured this is such a great opportunity. I have people asking me all the time to look at different apps and stuff, but so far I haven't seen one that differentiates itself from like the current apps that I already use. But this one has had such a massive, like, unique selling point that I just had to do a video about it, because I don't think a lot of people are currently talking about this app. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me for this video. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.